Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, today we would like to present our mini lesson plan. This lesson is designed for the course English language teaching and the topic is word structure with the subtopic prefix, root and suffix. Word structure is an important part of morphology because it helps students understand how words are formed and how meaning is constructed. By learning prefix, root, and suffix, students can guess the meaning of unfamiliar words more easily. This lesson is designed for grade 10 senior high school students with approximately 25 students in one class. In this presentation, we will explain the learning objectives, materials, lesson procedures, assessment, and pedagogical notes of our lesson plan.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. I'm Srifa Ainun. Now I will explain the learning objectives of this lesson. There are three types of objectives: cognitive, affective, and psychomotor. First, the cognitive objective. Students are expected to identify, distinguish prefix, root, and suffix in words. This means students understand the structure of words and recognize each part correctly. Second, the affective objective. Students are expected to show interest and actively participate during the learning process. For example, they engage in discussions, answer questions, and work together with their classmates. Third, the psychomotor objective. Students are expected to break words into morphemes and form new words using prefixes and suffixes. This shows that students can apply their knowledge, not only understand it. So, these objectives cover students' knowledge, attitude, and skills in learning word structure. Thank you.
Okay, my name is Najwa from class C. Next, I will explain the materials and resources used in this lesson. The first material is a whiteboard and markers, which are used by the teacher to explain concept and write example clearly. The second is worksheets on word structure, which helps students practice identifying prefix, root, and suffix. The third is flashcards, which contain example of prefixes, roots, and suffixes. These are used to make learning more interactive and engaging. And the last material is a short text for analysis, which allows students to apply their understanding in a role reading context. All these material are chosen to support students in understanding the concept more easily and actively.
Now, I will explain the lesson procedure step by step. First, in the introduction stage, the teacher begins by asking questions such as, do you know how words like unhappy or teacher are formed? This activity is used to activate students' prior knowledge and make them interested in the topic. Second, in the presentation stage, the teacher explained the concept of word structure. The teacher introduced prefix, root, and suffix, and gives examples such as unhappy equals un plus happy and teacher equals teach plus er. Third, in the practice stage, students work in pairs. They are asked to identify prefix, root, and suffix in words like misunderstanding, replied, and teacher. This stage helps students practice their understanding. Fourth, in the production stage, students analyze a short text. They identify simple and complex words and break complex words into morphemes. This stage helps students apply their knowledge in a more meaningful way. Finally, in the reflection and closing stage, the teacher asks, what have you learned today? Students respond and the teacher gives a conclusion to reinforce the lesson.
Lastly, I will explain this assessment and pedagogical notes. There are two types of assessment used in this lesson. First, formative assessment, which is conducted during the lesson. It includes observation, participation, and group discussion. This helps the teachers monitor students' understanding in real time. Second, summative assessment, which is conducted at the end of the lesson. It includes a short quiz and worksheet, completion to evaluate students' achievement. For the pedagogical notes, the teacher should use simple and clear examples so students can easily understand the material. The teacher should also encourage active participation so students feel involved in the learning process. In addition, the teachers need to provide support for students who have difficulty understanding, so all students can achieve the learning objectives.